One of Texas' few cities without property taxes might soon change course. I'm Charles Blaine, and this is Texas Tomorrow. Stafford, Texas is one of the few cities in the state where there is no property tax. None. Nada. In fact, actually, it's the largest Texas city without one. About 30 years ago, in 1995, former Mayor Leonard Scarcella moved the rate to 0%. At that time, he told the Wall Street Journal, "Our theory is that if you don't need property tax, you don't assess it." Couldn't agree more. As the city lowered its property tax rate, it increased its sales taxes to offset the gap. This has made for a thriving small city where both residents and businesses have been happy. And the Wall Street Journal called it the Shangri-La for property owners. But Scarcella passed away a few years ago, and despite many new council members running on no new property taxes, it seems the city's reversing course. They're now discussing asking voters to approve a property tax this November. The arguments are the same that we hear whenever local officials ask for a tax increase: public safety. 48% of Stafford's budget goes to police and fire, and city council said that if residents want safety, they need to approve this tax. Somehow the city operated without it for 30 years, but this new group of elected officials can't seem to make it work. But I digress. Residents are gearing up for a fight, though. They're not going to take it lying down. Many moved there for this exact reason. One homeowner even said that she was going to fight like heck to make sure this does not change. Of course, most cities have property taxes, and when they move to increase them, they often make the same arguments that Stafford's making, that if they're not allowed to do so, people won't be safe, and they will suffer. They know it's an easy argument that plays to your sensibilities. But the fact is, public safety should always be local government's number one priority. If it is, that means it's funded first and foremost, but of course, that's not what they do. They fail to prioritize, so then everything becomes a priority. One city council member brought up that this is the worst year to ask for a tax increase. Higher homeowner insurance rates, a hurricane season that is expected to be worse than ever, inflation, wage stagnation, and now a property tax hike. While it's unfortunate that Stafford, which has been able to fight off all the ills that other cities have faced for more than 30 years, is now becoming just like other cities, you all should take notice. If a city like Stafford can survive off of no property taxes and increase sales tax for 3 decades, a city of 18,000 people, I'm sure there are plenty of other small cities in Texas that can do the same. And years of good governance, limited government, and restraint allowed for a place where homeowners, renters, and business owners alike thrived. We'll see what happens when they move forward, but remember this: the next time your city tries to increase property taxes, there are cities that operate with little to no property taxes. They've thrived without them at all. Thanks for tuning in this week. I hope you like this episode. Please let us know if there's something going on in your neighborhood, and we'd love to talk about it.